morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Sunday the 25th of April. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar at the hourly candlesticks. It's a relatively positive start to the day. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid a fallback through the pivot at 50.071. And move through the 23.6% fib at 54.73 to take a run at the first major resistance level, staying at 51.291. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break back through to 51,000 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 51.201 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 53,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 52,420. A fall back through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 48,942 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of sub 47,000 levels. Second major support level at 47,722 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, we have a marked narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day. So need to look out for a possible bearish cross there. On the EMAs, the 50 has flattened marginally on the 100 and the 200. So also inconclusive for now, but need to keep an eye on that. So key through the early part of the day. Avoid a fallback through the pivot at 50.071 and move through the 23.6% fib at 54.73 to then bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Moving across Ethereum against US dollar, positive start to the day. Going to need to Ethereum move through the pivot at 2249 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 2339. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break back through to 2300 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 2371.18 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, could see Ethereum target 2500 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 2462. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 2126 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should stay clear of sub 2000 levels. Got the 23.6% fib at 2040 and the second major support level at 2036 to limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, we've also got a marked narrowing of the bullish histograms and we could see a possible bearish cross at the turn of the day, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, it's a bearish indicator. The 50 has pulled further back from the 100 and the 200, with the 100 closing in on the 200, so keep an eye on that through the morning. We could see a bearish cross there. So failure to move through the pivot at 2249 would bring support levels into play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, also positive start. Going to need to see Litecoin move through the pivot at 229 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 238. We'll need to see support from the broader market for Litecoin to break out from 235 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 241.79 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin target the second major resistance level at 250 before any pullback. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the 38.2% fib and the first major support level both at 217 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should stay clear of the sub 200 levels. Second major support level at 208 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, we've also got that narrowing of the bullish histograms and need to keep an eye out for a bearish cross. On the EMAs, 50s pulled further back from the 100 and the 200, giving a bearish signal. So keep through the early part of the day, move through the pivot at 229 and break out from 235 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels are in play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, it's been a mixed start to the day. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP move through the pivot at 1.0828 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.142. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break out from 1.1 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 1.17279 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ripple's XRP target the 38.2% fib at 1.2807 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.232. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 0.9928 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should stay clear of the 62% fib, sitting at 0.8573. Second major support level at 0.9337 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, we've had a bearish cross at the turn of the day, suggestive of some downside ahead. On the EMAs, the 50 has continued to fall back from the 100 and the 200, also giving a bearish indicator. So keep through the early part of the day, move through the pivot at 1.0828 and back through to 1.1 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play.